Hi, my name is George Takis. Welcome to Bite Size Photography Lessons, where I make things quick and simple. Lesson 2, Quick Start. How to get started with your DSLR shooting right away. So, let's get to it. I have a Nikon DSLR here, and this is what we're going to be using right now. So, first thing you want to do to get started is you have to take your lens cap off, and that's that. Next, make sure that your lens is clean and that you don't have any dirt or smudges on the lens to degrade the quality of your image. Now, on this particular camera, we have a lens release button right here. And what that does, that's on the zoom ring. If I push that in and turn the lens until the zoom focal length reference line is right across from a focal length, then we're good to go. And I can zoom in and out, and now the lens is active. There are a couple more things that I want to show you on the lens. And there are two switches on the side on this particular one. You may have both or you may have none. Your switches may even be on the body. However, the first one is the auto focus and manual focus switch. Make sure it's on autofocus. The other one is the vibration reduction switch. Make sure it's turned off. At least for this presentation, it should be. Now, as far as the rest of the lens is concerned, I already pointed out that these are your focal lengths right here, and this is your focal length reference point right there. Okay, now let's look at the rest of it. The next thing you want to do is make sure that you're in the auto mode. So turn your mode dial so that it is in the auto mode. On this particular one, it's green. It says auto and there's a little camera. On many other models, it's just a square green rectangle. That is your auto mode. So now I'm on my auto mode. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually turn on the camera, and that's my on-off switch there. I don't know where yours is, but you'll find it, I'm sure. So let's have a look now at the back of the camera, and we'll turn this around so that, oh, there we go, makes sense to you. Now, on the back of the camera, we have the viewfinder. We have the eye cup, which is a rubber piece that protects scratches on your lens. This particular camera has a little diopter wheel here, and you can turn that wheel back and forth while you're viewing through the viewfinder to make sure that your viewfinder image is sharp. Now keep in mind that it's not the actual subject image that you want sharp, it's the viewfinder image that you want sharp. So there are little reticules or focusing reticules. They're the things that should be sharp when you're doing this diopter adjustment. On other cameras, there's a slider either here or another slider over here. Depends on the model of your camera. At any rate, what we're going to do now is you'll see that to activate the display screen at the back, we push the I button. Now the display is activated. What I'd like to do is make a couple of adjustments here. In order to make adjustments on this bottom menu here, all we have to do is press the I key. That'll either turn it on or off. Right now, we've engaged the menu. In order to move the cursor, all you have to do is the selector switch on this side, move it either to the right or to the left. So we're going to do that now. And I'm going to move it until it's on this corner one, which is image quality. Once it's on image quality, I'm going to press the OK button, and a menu will come up. I'm going to adjust this for fine. When you adjust it for fine, you're going to get a JPEG image. These other ones we can talk about in another lesson. So I'm going to click OK. So that's good. Now I'm going to use the rocker switch here again to select image size. Press OK, it takes us to the image size menu. I have three choices, large, medium, and small. Of course, I'm going to pick large all the time on any camera because I want the best size possible for my photographs. So once it's on L, I click OK. That's been set. The rest of these we're going to ignore, and we're going to leave it to the camera default, whatever that happens to be. And again, I'm going to press the I button. That disengages the menu, and now we're back to the information panel. just for your information, on this one, this is the shutter speed, this is the aperture, and this is the ISO that I'll be using. However, in the full auto mode, the camera takes care of all of these to make sure that you have the right shutter speed, aperture, ISO for the shot that you're pointing the camera at. And basically that's it. All you have to do now is press your shutter release button down. If you press the shutter release button down halfway, that'll focus your lens. Once your lens is focused, you'll see the reticules light up inside the viewfinder, and that's what you'll be focusing on. Push the rest of the way down, and you will actually take a photograph then. And it's done. You're on your way to taking pictures. If there are any questions, you can leave them in the bottom reference area, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. But this is the quick way to get started, to start shooting immediately. So I hope that this has helped you in your endeavors to get started in photography, and it's a fast way to get going with your DSLR. If you want to have more detailed lessons on how to take photographs and manipulate your images even more, stay tuned. There are more lessons coming.